this particular section, these 4 bars, they pose a certain challenge. I would say that technically it's the most difficult part of the piece, these 4 bars. This is because of multiple layers we have. And we have 2 options how we can deal with it. Option 1 for those who want some challenge, and option 2 for more lazy ones of you. So for those of you who want to challenge yourself a little bit and improve coordination between hands, and especially coordination in the right hand, you might play the 5th and the 3rd F, A flat in the left hand, using fingers 1, 5, and then 2, 3, like that. And C flat and E flat, you play in the right hand, like that, with fingers 1, 2, and then you just continue playing just C flat. And on top of that, on top of the 3rd, you have a melody. It means you have 2 voices in one hand. You have those pizzicati and a melody. Like for most of students, it poses a certain challenge, and in order to master this, you have to break the bar into 2 parts at first. So you play 5-4 on contrary motions, pull, push, then make sure that you release the hand while reaching the 4th finger, pull, push. Here you go, a bit higher with the wrist, and you drop your hand on the thumb, boom, like that. But make sure that you hold the 4th finger. So pull, push, drop, holding the 4th finger. Then you release everything. Give yourself enough time to release the hand. And the second half of the bar, 3 notes, pom, pom, and the chord. You play separately on 3 impulses of the forearm. Okay, so you have pull, push, drop, release everything, give yourself enough time, and 3 impulses. So this is basically it. Next bar, number 11, pull, push, drop the thumb, release everything, boom, boom, separately, 3 notes. If you master this, then day by day, practicing like this, you might develop this ability to play it in a faster tempo smoothly without getting tense. It's all about synchronization between these 2 elements. For those of you who are rather on a lazy side and don't really want to make this challenge, you might take the whole chord in the left hand. Playing the right hand with comfortable fingering, like for example 4-3, 4-1, 4, like it. This is, of course, easier. What you have to do here only is to calculate the trajectory in the left hand. So 1-5, you push off and you land on the chord using fingers 1, 2, 3, 5, releasing the fingers. Push off, drop, go up, down, down. And in order to learn the left hand, of course, you have to remember the pattern. F, A flat, C flat, E flat, half diminished chord, E flat on top, in bar 10. In bar 11, F, A flat, C flat, so same chord but without A flat, or without E flat, you see? So you have 4 sounds, and then we have just 3 sounds in the next chord, in the next bar. And then in bar 12, we just have a second, which you might play with fingers 2-3, for example. 1-5, 2-3, 1-5, 2-3. Or if you have a large hand, you can play 2-5, 1. I prefer this option, for example. So F, G. And in bar 14, we move to attention. In bar 14, we move to E flat, F. Yeah. So bar 10, bar 11, bar 12 and 13, bar 14 and 15. You remember this line. You have to remember this. Just play it as chords, as I do. Then you remember how many times you repeat each element. In bar 10, you repeat the chord with E flat 2 times. In bar 11, 2 times. with C flat, then 4 times you repeat the second F G, and 4 times the second E flat F. That's it. Done. Then you just drop the fifths between each chord. C flat, G 4 times, F 4 times. Done. And of course, very important, to release the hand when you move around. I would suggest you to move in kind of like circling trajectory. Push off, but you have to reach the bottom first. So you reach the bottom and you push off. Imagine that your hand is a rabbit, so you jump off the ground like that. Boom. And you land, reach the bottom and release the fingers. You don't pull up the fingers. After the hit, you just reach the bottom and switch off the fingers. Move close to the keys, to the left, like that. Make sure you feel comfortable. Make it in a smooth, comfortable tempo first. And then after you feel comfortable and embodied, like with a good support, after practicing at mezzo forte, you decrease the dynamics, making the left hand light. This is if you choose to play the whole chord in the left hand in bars 10 and 11. In case you want to nevertheless distribute this chord between hands, you have to also additionally work on the balance between voices. Louder and a soft third, and then again louder, and then you mark the fifth finger, and the third is softer. For that, you have to focus the hand, activate the knuckle, and kind of sting the chord, but mostly the fifth finger, like that. Because this polyphony should be very clear. The middle layer is much softer. Yeah. So this is our forte section, and then we have a piano section. You can even take a little bit of soft pedal here. But the articulation is the same. Land on the first note, and then separately, 3 impulses, then but only in the right hand. Left hand doesn't react. Then we have a very similar story to Kabalevsky clones. Yeah, when we have a play between a major and minor, major, minor, and here same thing. We have a flat major chord in the right hand, and then A flat minor chord. That's why in bar 15 maybe even hiding a little bit more. Then we have forte, but just one forte, because very passionate players start banging piano here too heavily. It should sound heavy, but nevertheless noble. Imagine just a little bit overweight dancer. Yeah, but not a kickboxer, right? So also using gravity, down, up, and then drop for each note. And in bar 17, also what I suggest you to do is to take some notes in the left hand, so you can play separately. But at least the last octave you take in the left hand in order to have more time for the right hand to switch position. So it would be already on time where you need it. Sometimes I take even 3 notes in the left hand. And then just 3 octaves from G to D.